Hello and welcome back to another episode of Vintage Survival here on Heavy Metal Gaming. We are in our trailer that does have a rear hitch. I don't remember if I knew that or not. We are headed up with the Oliver, towing the trailer to the sawmill because we have a nice pile of wood chips there that I would like to take down and sell for a little bit of extra cash. Now we are doing quite well at about 55,000. But a new plot of land costs way more than that. Um, so that's a concern. And not sure what we're going to want to buy going forward either. Whether land will be next, more equipment will be next. There is a tractor in the sale that I'm considering because it's 141 horsepower with a front loader. Um, and I was thinking I'd pay the extra money to get a GPS module for it. Alrighty. No. No, I want to load. Why is it... Yeah, it says start filling, but it's trying to cancel the lease of the building. That doesn't make any sense. Oop, turn too sharp. No. No! Well, that's unfortunate. It will not let me refill. And there's quite a lot in there, if I remember right. Yeah, 12,000 liters worth. Alright, well, I guess we're not doing that. Abort mission, abort mission. I suppose I should show you guys that tractor that I was talking about, right here. I'll go up to the 1586. Doesn't cost anything extra for duals. I would probably not get them though. I would probably get weights. Go for the GPS module, which is a big chunk of money. No weight brackets or anything. Leave it on muffler and go for front loader attacher, which doesn't seem to change the price at all. I would just get the 2450 here. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and buy it. Did that just... I was clicking through it too fast. Okay. I thought for a minute there it canceled our... Whew, that would have been irritating. Alright, front loader tools. So... I'm looking for a specific tool. Right there, liftwood. But that is not the version of liftwood I want. I want the version with tines. That version. I don't know why this has auto load. We will just disable that. Alright. Why did I escape out of there? I don't know. There we go. We will buy that. There. Now we can escape out of there. Yeah, we don't have any auto drive set up on this. I didn't really see a point in it before, but maybe there is now. I should probably do something with the roads. But I will do that off camera. Not torture you guys. Well, on the other side of this, what do we have in terms of contracts? We will find out as soon as I turn this next corner and kind of just aim us across the way here. Contracts. We never collected on that, so that's a little extra money. We can fertilize. We can lime. We can definitely do liming. Wood transport from right there? Yes, please. Another transportation contract. I'm only allowing myself to do one of those every now and then, and it's too soon to do another one, so that'll be a hard no. We will put this guy on our spread there. Our knocked over spread there. You know what? Is there even anything in that? There is not. We're gonna sell that. Let us, well, we're gonna try to sell that. What we're gonna do is see if we can't get a new spread there. Why are there no spread there? Oh, didn't, just not recognizing the icon. Genius. I mean, that would be a good choice there because trailed is really good. But we can actually afford this guy or this guy. I kind of like that this one does manure. But this one actually spreads wider, I think. This also does manure. Those don't go out very far. Let's just stick with this one. We'll go for the larger capacity. We will get the deflector. We'll go without stickers. Is there an option? Yeah, I guess 3 is without stickers. And we will buy that. Let's just... We're not lifting this. Ignore this. Whoops. Ignore the super strength usage here. In the real world, you would very easily be able to tip one of these upright. See, will that attach to the tractor? Yes. Good. Because that thing is annoying that it just won't sit still. It has a rear hitch on it. I never noticed that. I mean, even if you lower it first and then detach, it still falls over. I don't like that. And there are ways around that with mods. So, get 5 hundos back for that. Speed Demon over here to grab this thing. We will grab every bit of lime that we have. And send this guy off to make us some money, yeah? Wow. Good thing we have more over here, eh? And I will be back with you guys when we're in the new tractor headed off to Bustone. around with our very heavily overloaded Ford. We're gonna go in camera here, or in cab camera here, so that we can get this all aimed out correctly. If everything worked, our international should be right behind us. There he is. A little farther away than I expected, but alright. Let's get paid. Why is the liming not marked completed? He did the whole damn field. He already did the whole damn field. That's concerning. I mean, not as concerning as the fact that we just drove right through a guy, maybe, but, you know, still somewhat concerning. I think we have everything. Question is our international still going to make it through? Ooh. He bumped something, but he made it through. Okay. So we do have the Oliver sitting there. If nothing else, I should put him as part of the follow me chain as tail end Charlie behind the international there, and bring them all back at once. But I would like to know what the heck happened that it's not counting. It's the right field. So what we're going to do, we're going to just pop our HUD on. I mean, that's definitely been limed. But it says we've used 0 line. If we put this on manual, so now it counts. All right. Go to the first waypoint, start completely over. That's mildly irritating. But oh well. It is what it is. Ah! It's okay, dogs. I almost knocked stuff down. The dogs didn't like it. That should, yes, be a climbing contract now. Hopefully the international makes it through that okay. Looks like. And we're gonna need to get some fuel. At least we've dealt with that mod that was just, you know, eating our fuel. Are there any more contracts we can take? There's a tree cutting. Okay. We will do the tree cutting off camera. See you guys in a bit. We are doing an experiment. It was the nearby wood cutting job, and it was for this type of tree rather than for the normal deadwood trees. I've never put these in to a sawmill to find out if they're actually worth doing in the sawmill or not. So now we're going to, and we're going to crash. Yes. Alright, so we need to lower, undo, raise up a little bit, back up, get the camera angled right. There we go. Just bump them in. They don't have to be all the way in. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is check and see what we have. We are not currently leasing. It did cancel our lease. Damn it. Alright, we have just under 12,000 in there. And now, those didn't count for anything. Oh, I looked at the wrong thing. 4714, that was wood chips that I looked at on accident. So now I need to quick review the footage. Let me put you guys on pause. So what we actually had was 2236, and we more than doubled that. Almost exactly doubled that, actually, just slightly more. So, and that was with the smaller version of those trees. I'm going to say those were definitely worth doing, and I have a bunch more over here. Still irritated about that canceling out. It was when I bought the front loader attachment here. I had thought so, but it was... I didn't look at it right afterwards, I guess. But now we know. Be careful what you do. Something was glitched, I think. So here's another one. You can see there's a bunch of them. Those two had previously been conveniently together. This one doesn't have a convenient partner, so we're just gonna grab it solo. You guys like the weight that I chose? The good old six-sided die there. At any rate, I'm gonna run back and forth a bunch of times loading these in, and I'll be back with you afterwards. We are on the last tree. There were two of them like this where they were a bit larger and a bit heavier, so I pretty much have to just push drag them across the ground to get them here. You got to get the front loader just right so that the most of the weight of the tree is on the ground, but enough is still on your front tires as well that you can still steer. Alright, we just need to jab this in there. We don't need to get it in there perfect. That'll probably do. As long as some of it's inside, it is. And not taking it. Okay. Well, we got to get it a little bit better than that then. Oh, rebound it out. Alright, fine. Push it in, push it in, push it in, and drop it. There we go. Now it's in there. Just out of curiosity, so we're at 1743, or 433 rather. We are now at 24,182. So the answer to whether or not those are worth doing is very much yes. Especially the larger ones, but if they're literally right there, they're all worth doing. Now, of course, we can collect on our contract, all of our contracts. 25 grand, basically. And there are really no more that we can do. other than a very long distance wood transport. Yeah, because we're not allowed to do that one in this episode. If we were just consistently allowed to do those broke down vehicle transportation contracts, we would just make money hand over fist like nobody's business because they come up 3 or 4 times a day at 5 to 10 grand a pop. Yeah. Alright, so this is going to be a long, slow jog, slog, whatever you want to call it, back to the farm. I will see you guys there. We are selling the little Ford. It no longer has a place on this farm. Why is super strength on? I don't know. Must have accidentally turned it on again. Wunderbar. So, with that done, the next job is the big job. Ugh, she's filthy. We are going to use the Oliver here to cut in a new field. And that'll probably be our last job of the day. I was originally going to fill all of our open space with this new field. However, on more mature consideration, I think I'm going to divide it into 2 fields. The reason for that being that it gives us the ability to do a more diverse group of crops and to cycle fields. And one thing we will definitely need to do in the near future is get rid of some of these damn trees. Because they are taking up valuable land that we could definitely be using for better purposes. Alright, I will see you guys again when I'm done. Well, you're going to see me, because it's going to be a time. end our plowing adventure over there. It is just about the end of the day. I turned the HUD on after jumping over here to the Ford and realized there's really not enough time left to do much of anything. I want to do a quick sale check. Oh boy. Oh boy. I mean, I mean, um, oh yeah. But let's put a cab on it, and we can actually afford that. We'll be broke, but we can afford that. That is a better plowing tractor than what we have. To the point, oh, that the Oliver we have is already getting traded in, guys. It's going away. Say goodbye. We have a 1955. Oh, yeah. With front wheel assist. It's a little slower. Actually, should we keep the Super 88 because it is currently our fastest tractor? That's a good question. But for a plowing tractor, this thing is king. Alright, so we're just going to stop right here. This is 15, 23, 15, 21. You know what? The Ford is close enough. So as much as I enjoyed this tractor in the very short one episode that we, well, 2 episodes, one and a partial, whatever you want to call it, that we've had it, it definitely does need to go. We don't really have the use for a tractor like this right now. Not with the upgrade popping into the sale. Why are you not really? Now will you count? Well, that's interesting. I'm gonna fart around with that for a minute with the time paused. I'll be right back. Okay, I figured out what the problem is. That's the problem. This thing has no collisions at all, so there's nothing for the sale point to detect. Which is rather unfortunate, because it means we have to sell it this way. Sorry, this way. Which means we lose out on the bonus. That's considered a medium tractor, huh? You know what? It's not even worth us selling, except that I don't want to keep something that's so obviously broken. Oh, there it goes. And yeah, that is that for the day. What is this? Oh, there's music. Let's walk away from that. All right, so we are all set up and good to go for the next episode. Yeah. Thank you all for watching. As always, I will see you on the next one.